Hello guys. So again today the favorite brand. We have a 718 and for this particular 718 we're working on ACs. And mind you, this one has 1234YF refrigerant, so welcome to the highly flammable world. Hope you enjoy. But anyhow, so it's a nice warm day and close to 100 degrees. And you jump in your car, AC doesn't work, and you're like, what the hell, I gotta go visit the mechanics again. So you do that, right? First thing your mechanic does is hooks up the AC machine, checks pressures, enough pressures for AC, but no AC. So your mechanic goes and checks to see what is your pressure when your car is running. So he jumps inside the car, starts your beautiful 718, and goes back to the AC machine, and he looks at it, and long and behold, there's no movement in the pressures whatsoever. This pressure is sufficient for AC activation. So to do the due diligence, you actually take all the engine paneling out, front and rear, of course, because without removing the decoration bar on top, you cannot really get the back cover off because of those two screws right here. You cannot remove those. But anyhow, so he decides to go through all that trouble and have the car running. And what you can see is beautiful AC clutch is not running. So okay, what's next? AC connector is very hard to get to. So if you run into a situation where you really need to test the compressor for power up to the engine compartment, what you can do is this connector right here, the black, there's a pin 12 is a blue and brown wire. This is your compressor signal from the car to the engine compartment. So you can test it here, but in the past we've had Porsches with bad AC controllers that would not send signal to the AC compressor. So what we do is we actually pulled it out and we wanted to check it, make sure that we are getting signal here. And yeah, we verified that we have signal at the controller here. And we also have signal on the connector that I just showed you. But long and behold, we still had no compressor activation. So we continued with the due diligence process. And at this point we knew that we really needed to get back to the compressor connector. So it's not a very recommended thing to do, but it is possible to at least get to it and try to do some measurements there. But in a second I'll actually show you where this connector actually sits. And I'll tell you about the situation that we're gonna be facing in a little bit here with this beautiful 718. I'm just gonna grab something so I can lift the cable up to show you, because yeah, now we know that we really need to get to it. This is already decided before we even started recording the video. So this is the main positive terminal, and right behind it there's a connector. It's currently off of its bracket. It's very hard to see, but this is the said connector, the one that you can see right on the side of the starter. And once we detached it from the bracket and we lifted it up, what we saw is an actual cable break. And I'm really gonna start trying hard to actually show you where the cable is broken. So after we lifted it, oh boy, yeah, I don't think that that foam is gonna capture that, but yeah, you can see that green and black cable that's cut right there. This is actually your clutch activation cable. So without that cable, there's no activation on the compressor. And right down there is where the compressor plug actually sits. Let's see, can we get it? Yeah, right there. This is where that plug is mounted, and this is actually on the bottom side of the cable that's broken. So I can see not a lot of room to play with on this beautiful 718. There's a bunch of AC hoses, the belt is in your way, positive cables in the way, and it's actually that bracket is actually bolted on the back end, so no way to get to it. And you already know that you have a broken cable that you're gonna have to fix. I already probed that cable, so I know that if we get power back to it, we're actually gonna manage to have clutch activation. Of course, I don't want to keep it powered, but maybe I will, just to make sure that the compressor is still good and it's still pumping. But I think it would be. So all those things that we just talked about are right underneath there. So one thing that's gonna happen is we're gonna have to remove the charge cooler, and that's gonna involve draining some coolant, because it is heated by coolant. You can see the coolant hoses right there. Then right underneath of it, there's a bracket that needs to come off. This bracket is actually holding it to the car, and yeah, we've done it before, and honestly that cooler is not very fun to remove, but something has to be done. Arizona weather has no mercy towards ACs, and especially not working ACs, unless you want to drive it only in the winter. But hey, we all know how that works out. So this is gonna be it for our today's episode. Make sure to leave me a like, and if you want to, comment below on how hard do you think it is to actually get to that conclusion that we just got, opposed to just telling the customer, well, you're just gonna need a compressor. Yeah, flat out compressor removal would fix it, because the broken wiring is actually part of the compressor assembly. So it's not like we can just buy a new cable for it. It will come with the compressor. But yeah, we're gonna consult the customer and see how he wants to proceed from this point on our beautiful 718 Cayman. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. So stay tuned for more pretty soon.